Hi everyone, welcome back to our another blog. Well, this is second day. I mean next morning in cruise. You can see the morning was like this. The sunrise was really pretty. We came outside in balcony just to have some fresh air and have this sunrise view in the middle of the sea. This was around 6 a.m. early morning time and then back to the luggage preparing and we packed our all luggage and wait for the instruction to get outside. We are going in car parking so to organize our all the luggage and bags. Here we already got instruction to get our car outside. Well, after spending about 12 hours overnight in the cruise, I can say it was pretty nice first experience. Overall, the recliner experience was also good, but I'm sure on return day we're gonna have really great experience with private cabin. Here we arrive early in the morning at Devonport around like 8 a.m. and then begin our drive toward Hobart. We had originally planned to visit Cape Raoul and the Port Author historic site in the same day, but the thing didn't quite go as planned. The drive itself was beautiful, winding countryside road with plenty of scenic views along the way. Like we really enjoy this long drive. And then finally, after about 4.5 hours of driving, we finally reached Cape Raoul, like on the bottom of the Cape Raoul. Unfortunately, the weather wasn't on our side. It was rainy, windy, and quite rough. By that point, we had already used up half of the day and were pretty tired. When we checked the hike details and saw it would take around like 1.5 hours, we decided it wasn't the best idea to go ahead with it. Instead, we took a few photos, enjoyed the views briefly, and then decided to head toward Port Arthur, which was like about 30 minutes drive from there. We arrived at Port Arthur like around 2 p.m. and got our ticket. There were few ticket options, and we chose one that include a 20 minutes harbor cruise ferry trip. So we
There is your little map, and now the way out onto the side, just head down the stairs and just go Argus. Once you get down to the next level, just stand there. You've got a staff member down there.
we started exploring the site, like walking through the historic building and grounds. Port Arthur is one of the Australia's most significant heritage sites. It was established in the 1830s as a penal settlement and was known for housing of some of the serious offenders from the British Empire. What makes it unique is its shift from harsh physical punishment to psychological reform, where isolation and silence were used as method of control. As we walked through the old buildings, you could really feel the weight of its history and the stories of convicts, the strict discipline, and the lives that once existed, like within those walls. In this video, I also recorded the area where prisoners used to stay. The section is currently under construction and care for renovation as it's protected historical site and they are trying to just preserve it as much as they can it's possible. The prison had like multiple separate rooms designed to isolate inmates and enforce strict discipline. And these small sales really show how tough life must have been back then for the prisoners. Well, after exploring the grounds, we went on the harbor cruise. During the cruise, there was an audio guide playing that explained the history of the site and surrounding areas. As we moved through the harbor, we could see different parts of Port Arthur from the water, and it really added another perspective to the experience. Everyone on the boat seemed to be enjoying it, listening to the stories and taking in the views at the same time. On the cruise, we got a lot of our photos and videos.
Gold within this system is we have no rooms to go, no other means of support, and finite politics. He seemed to have come from London and the London districts, and they were the Artful Dodgers, but very much the real thing. People are often appalled at the fact that they were trans.
Once the cruise was done, we continued exploring the remaining areas of the site, taking in as much as we could. It was raining, but we still enjoyed moving around the sites. It was nice. Well, while returning, we saw Port Arthur Historic Museum over there. Make sure you don't forget to visit the museum. There was a lot of things preserved. We actually speak history of Port Arthur. Overall, it was really good experience, both interesting and memorable. And after finishing up at Port Arthur, we headed back to Hobart so to check in hotel on time. And we arrived there like around 6 p.m. And we checked in hotel and got our room key. The room we booked was really nice with a beautiful waterfront view. We liked it. After some time, we freshened up and got ready for dinner. We were absolutely starving, so we searched for a nearby Nepalese restaurant and found one just about like 3 minute drive away. The food was amazing and definitely worth it. Well, that's wrap up our day and thanks for watching. See you in next video.